welcome to part 2. Welcome to part 2. Hi guys, welcome back, and if you're new here, thank you for clicking on the video. So in today's video, we are doing part 2 to Missy Moo picking my TBR for the month of July. So in the last video, she picked 6 TBR prompts from the prompt jar herself, and then I went ahead and picked 6 different books. In today's video, she's going to be actually picking 3 books that I will be reading in this reading vlog. So before we jump into this video, thank you so much for being here. Number 1, I appreciate it so much. She's so eager to start already. And oh, you want to start already? Oh my gosh. So before we jump into this video, if you enjoy this concept of a TBR picking video / reading vlog, do let me know if you would like her to do another lot. I would be more than happy to. She did honestly do a really good job the first time round in part 1. Before we jump into it, don't forget to get comfy, get cozy, go grab your favorite drink or snack, and we are gonna go ahead because she's already grabbing them. So because we have like a decent mix of thriller, mystery, romance, the only thing is we only have like 1 fantasy book. We're going to like try put the same genre up against each other. So starting off in the mystery thriller department, we have The Housemaid's Secret and Killer Instinct. I have briefly ran through these in part 1, but I will do so again later on. But for now, because she's super eager, we're just gonna get her to pick them. All right, Missy, what's this? Ready? Which one? Look, which one? So we have Killer Instinct and The Housemaid's Secret. Which one do you want? Okay, so The Housemaid's Secret is the one she's actually trying to pick up. Do you want that one? Yeah, okay. So looks like The Housemaid's Secret won. So for the second book, we have Collide, which is a hockey romance, and When in Rome, which is just a normal romance, I believe. So let's see which one she prefers. Ready? You got When in Rome and Collide. When in Rome it is. Okay, no worries. So last up we have Hex, which is like a villain romance. And then we have the games God's Play, which is like mythical creatures, Greek gods, etc. That type of thing. So like magic, fantasy element. I know they're 2 different genres, but they're both thick books. So I feel like it's kind of fair. Anyway, let's see which one she picks. Okay, so we got Games God's Play and Hexed. Which one? Hexed. Okay, I guess Hexed it is. So just to recap for this reading vlog, we have When in Rome by Sarah Adams, which I think they just go away to Italy. She drives off in the middle of the night for a break in Rome, Kentucky. Oh, so it's not actually Italy. And then we have The Housemaid's Secret, which this is the second book to the Housemaid series. If you don't know, Housemaid is getting turned into a movie. And so it's going to take a couple of years for this one to come out, if it does happen. But we follow Millie. I believe her name is Millie, and she is the housemaid. In the first one, she looks after a family's kid and, you know, does the household chores and things like that until twists happen and things go wrong. So this one, I believe Millie is now in a different family called the Garrick family. I think it's going to be the same type of thing. The Garricks are going to have secrets. She's going to uncover them, and vice versa. I don't know why I said vice versa, but anyway. So this is the thriller. I found the first one really fast paced, so hopefully this is about the same. And then last but not least, we have Hex, which is such a freaking thick book. I think this is like 500, about 520 pages. It's so thick. So this is a retelling of Ursula from The Little Mermaid, which is my absolute fave, and I am obsessed with this cover. She done such a good job. This one, I'm honestly, other than where the retelling comes from, the actual story itself, I have no idea what it's about. So it does sound like a forbidden love romance. Other than that, I'm not too sure what else is actually in this, but I'm so excited. I really wanted to read this last year when it came out and never got around to it. So now I have to. So I will be back with an update whenever I start one of these. I'm not too sure which one I want to start first. I'm kind of leaning towards the Housemaid's Secret because it is short and fast paced. I feel like I'm going to delay this, but I probably just need to get it done. So, yeah. Okay, so I know this is really bad lighting, but I just want to do an update because I am absolutely flying through this book. I don't know why, but most of the time when I read a Frida McFadden book, they are really fast paced. Like, I'll give her that. So today, I've read that much. Like, what the heck? What the actual heck? So this one, as we know, is the sequel to The Handmaid, and this happens 4 years after The Handmaid, so this is going to be a spoiler if you haven't read the first one. But Millie and Enzo date for 4 years after they leave the last house. Like, what? So this happens 4 years later, and we follow Millie in a new relationship with Brock, which I'm absolutely cackling myself because Enzo is calling him broccoli. And every time I hear broccoli, I just think of Riddick from Fourth Wing, because he names the cat Broccoli, and that is, I just can't, I just keep cackling every single time I'm reading broccoli. Anyways, so a couple of things, right? First, Millie is still, I guess, being a maid, still like cleaning houses and stuff, and she's been on and off. Her and Enzo have helped other people leave DV relationships in the past, and then Enzo had to go back to Italy. So this is where the new boyfriend comes in. Nothing against the boyfriend as far as I'm aware, but if you have read a Frida McFadden book, you know you can't trust the people that look like they can be trusted and who look like they're friendly. So it honestly wouldn't surprise me if in the end the boyfriend is related to a bad person that looks bad, because that happened in The Co-Worker. It happens in quite a few of hers actually. Pretty much Millie ends up getting hired. It turns out that the way she gets hired is the wife of the household of the Garrick family gives her her number, and it's one of the wives that was in a DV relationship. So Millie goes there, and over time, over a few months, she can see that she is getting abused, and her whole goal is to help this girl escape. Wow. I'm like 50%. And let me tell you, there's another 50% left of the book, and all I'm gonna say is that I don't think the gentleman, Mr. Garrick, is the bad guy. It's gotta be her. It's gotta be the wife. Her name's Wendy, and I 100% reckon the wife is the bad guy. I reckon Broccoli, Brock, is probably her son. Yeah, I reckon Brock is related. I am absolutely flying through this. I will see you on the next update, and don't be surprised if I've actually finished it on the next update. The other thing I forgot to mention is, like, the Garrick house, when she gets in there, she feels very uneasy and she feels very sus and not safe, and she thinks something is going on and she doesn't want to be there. But you know what? it's like you would have thought she learned her lesson the first time round, right? No. She doesn't run. She doesn't run from the red flags. She stays, and now she's in trouble. The exact same as the first, well, different from the first one, but still like in trouble. And she's surprised that she is in trouble. Like, girl, you went through this in book 1. Like, when are you gonna learn your lesson? Okay, so I actually have finished Housemaid's Secret, and I'm going to be straight up honest. I rated this a 3-star, and to be honest, that's being generous. I personally feel like this book was quite a letdown. I'm not too sure if I'm the only one who feels like that, but compared to the first book, there wasn't any really thrill about this. There was at the start for like probably the first, I think maybe 30%. It was really good. You got that same vibe, same mystery, wondering what's going to happen to Millie. And then it kind of like does a flip, which is fine. Like, the way it went is okay, but it was kind of boring in a sense. Like, I just feel like it could have been done so much better. We also ended up seeing Enzo back in the picture, and him and Millie end up back together in the end. So you kind of get some clarity on where the relationship is, what happened with the relationship. But I don't know, it was just, I didn't get that same excitement. Like, the first book I devoured in like 5 hours or 6 hours. This one, it took me quite some time to get through. Like, I just found it boring. I don't know how else to describe it. Like, that's just my personal opinion. If you liked this book, I'm so happy for you. Even if this did fall flat for me, I'm still going to continue the series. Like, I'm just going to finish the series, see it out. I personally can't, like, I can't see what's going to happen in the next book. I know there's a novella that you should read, like The Housemaid's Wedding. I know you should read that between this book and book 3. But, like, I just don't see anything happening. Like, I don't see where the story's going. I kind of feel like this is a series that could have just been a standalone. But in other news, we're going to be moving on, and we're going to start When in Rome by Sarah Adams. I'm so excited to start this book. This is my first Sarah Adams book that we're going to be starting, and I've heard so much about her. The next book I want to like read by her is The Rule Book. I'm really excited to try that because I think that's a second chance romance, I believe. I can't entirely remember. So yes, When in Rome, I'm going into this pretty blind. I just know a lot of people rate it 5 stars. They absolutely love it. It's a contemporary romance. I think it's meant to be a bit of a rom-com. I'm honestly not too sure. Anyway, I do feel like I am getting sick again as well. I'm like pretty congested and stuff. So I just hope it doesn't interfere with like the reading or anything, the reading experience, but we'll see. Anyway, I'm just gonna jump straight into it, and yeah. Okay, so I'm currently cooking dinner, so I thought I'd do a little update. And you are currently like sitting on my water bottle, so I hope you don't fall. But I'm a few chapters in. I think about 30-40 pages, and so far we are following Amelia, and she's actually a pop star, like a very international famous pop star, and she pretty much wants to have a break, wants to get away because she's got a big tour coming up. She's got like all this press going on, and she feels like she's not heard. So she is like in love with Audrey Hepburn, and she's watching her movie, and in the movie, what's the movie called? Is it like Went on Holidays or In Holiday? If I remember, like, I'll put it on screen. But she, yeah, watched this Audrey Hepburn movie, and in that movie, Audrey goes away, I believe, to Rome, and so she's like, you know what, I don't have time to go to Italy, like to the real Rome. So she Googles Rome, and the closest one to her is Kentucky. So there she goes. She literally drives, I think it's like 2-3 hours from her. So she drives, and yeah, she's actually broken down in front of this guy's house. She thinks he's a serial, like, not a serial killer, but like a killer. Like, she's like, can I even trust you? But little does she know, like, we know this man is going to be her love interest. Like, we know that. What a better way to start, honestly. So it's very interesting. So far, the writing is pretty good. It reads really smoothly, and I'm loving like the intermonologue of how she writes her characters and like their thoughts and stuff, and how we see what they're thinking. Like, I really love how she interprets that and how it comes across in the book. So I am loving it so far. I do feel like it is one that I'm going to hopefully read really quickly. Hopefully this cold just holds off, but you never know. Anyway, I'm gonna go, and I'll be back with a future update at some stage.
Do I look like a fluffy marshmallow? Probably. Guys, I am literally I'm literally halfway in this book. I don't know if I'd say I'm obsessed, but I'm loving it. It's going quite quickly, actually, and I love the quirkiness. Like, it's not insta-lovey, and it's not real cringy, but it does throw, like, I don't know how to describe it. It does throw like recent quotes and movies, and you know, like kind of like social media, like it dabbles in a little bit of like social media trends and things like that, like a little bit. It's literally the perfect amount where it will make you, you know, giggle or laugh or just enjoy the moment, but it's not too cringy to the point where you're like, oh my god, this book is like full of just like shit. So I am really loving it so far. I really do enjoy it. It is so easy to read, and I don't know if I would say I relate to the characters, but the characters are relatable. I was going to say relatable, but the characters are just super easy to understand, I guess, in a way. Whoops. I wouldn't say I quite relate to the characters, but they are like easy to read and easy to enjoy. I have got like 150 pages left, and I am hoping I can get this finished tomorrow. I'm just going to focus on it. I feel like it's going to be easy and quick and cute. It's going to be very, very cute. I don't see it being a 5-star though. I know a lot of people did rate this as a 5-star, but I'm not seeing it as a 5-star for me personally. I've just been very fussy this year, so anyway.
I am unfortunately sick again. This is like my 3rd time in 6 weeks, and it's so frustrating because I wanted to finish this book like 2 days ago. If you see any like abrupt jump cuts, it's because I'm coughing. But yeah, I wanted to finish this book like 2 days ago. I have got like 30 pages left now. Finally, we have finally come into the end. It isn't a 5-star read for me. We are literally on page 270, and they have only practically
admitted their feelings to each other. Only their feelings. Like, they've kissed and, you know, they've played touchy-feely, but they're not actually together, and they've only just admitted their feelings, and we have 30 pages left. So this is like the definition of slow, but it is a grumpy sunshine, which is a plus. So yeah, I'm going to finish this. I'm probably just going to give you my thoughts and opinions on it tomorrow though, when it's like a fresh day, because I just want to go to bed. I don't even, like, I feel like I'm going to even struggle finishing this book because I have a banging headache and like huge congestion. I'm so freaking tired. I can't stop coughing, and it's shit because I can't enjoy it. I literally can't enjoy it. But yeah, so I'm gonna go. You're probably going to be seeing me in this in the future, like a lot. So yeah, I'm probably gonna be wearing this in like every single clip, and it's gonna look like the days merge, but I promise I'm just wearing it every single night, and I only read at night, really. Oh, can't, like, majority read at night. So I will see you when future Talika sees you with my thoughts, or her thoughts and opinions. Okay, so don't mind the background noise, and I'm in red. Like, I never wear like bright colors on here. I hardly ever wear bright colors because I feel like they don't suit me, and I feel like it's very vibrant right now. We have officially finished When in Rome. I ended up just finishing it this morning because I felt like crap last night, which is what I said. And I don't know if I mentioned what we had, but my little one come down with RSV, and then I got it. I'm still getting over it. She's pretty much over it. But yes, so I ended up finishing When in Rome. And honestly, if I didn't fall sick, I struggled the last probably 100 chapters. I struggled probably the last 100 pages of this, and it's only because I was sick. I genuinely loved it. It reminds me, if I had to pick between TVs, like TV movie shows, I would choose Hannah Montana the movie cross Nashville. Like that, the ending, that is the vibe. That is the vibe the whole way. Absolutely love it. Obviously you could see where the ending was going, but you know, that's just most romances anyway. I did end up giving this 4 stars. I really loved it. It was pretty much the right amount of quirkiness, humor, romance. There's no spicy scenes in this, so if you aren't a spice lover, no spicy scenes. So yeah, 4 stars. And now I have started Hexed. I ended up listening to the audio while I was doing my errands this morning, and I ended up listening to the audio last night too because I was just not in this space to physically read a book. Like, I just could not put anything in my head. Even the audio, I was trying my hardest to just focus and take in the information. My brain's just not there, which I really hate because this is like an anticipated 5-star read for me. I have been so excited about this book since before she actually released it, and I'm sick and I'm trying to enjoy it, and I'm trying to pump through this book now because I need to get through it so this video goes up on time. So because I'm trying to pump through it, I feel like I'm not going to genuinely love it as much as I would, you know. Last night, audio. Today, more audio, a little bit of physical reading. We are up to chapter 17, page 187. So we're about that much in, which I feel like isn't too bad. But the thing is, today is Monday, and I mean, I'm probably not going to be working tomorrow because obviously the sickness. So I'm hoping I can do another decent chunk tomorrow, but then the rest of the week I'm working, and this needs to go up sometime at the end of the week. So hopefully we will see. So for those that don't know, Emily McIntyre has this whole series called the Never After series. I believe it's 6 or 7 books,
And she pretty much has a Disney movie or story, and she makes the book all about the villain. It is the villain's, can't say happily ever after, but it's the villain's after. So this one, Little Mermaid. Our main FMC, her name's Vanessa. She's got dark hair, and she has a cousin who is called Aria with red hair. One thing I'm loving about this book, which I haven't read all the books yet, so I don't know if it happens across every single one, but I picked it up almost straight away with this one. I don't know if it's because Little Mermaid is my favorite. I'm not too sure. But Vanessa is Ursula's human name. And then we got Ariel and Aria. So it's like the same initial. And then we have Enzo, who's Eric. So Enzo and Aria are together. They are engaged and they're to be married. So this book, which I had no freaking idea, is a mafia dark romance book. I didn't know it was mafia. I had no idea. Also, could potentially have a cheating trope, but I actually don't know yet. It smells like it's going that way. I'm just saying. I think it's going to go down the cheating trope way, unless Enzo breaks it off with Aria. We have Vanessa, who is an absolute baddie. She is a baddie, and she works with her uncle in the mafia world, and she does pretty much the seducing of the men to get what they need, and tortures them, kills them, pretends that she's going to sleep with them, anything that she has to do. She is the seducing queen. Now, one of her missions, jobs, I guess sidelines, is watching Enzo. So the uncle has set her a mission that she's got to actually watch Enzo's every move. So she's following him around, and he's like, what are you doing? Now, in the meantime, Enzo is actually really attracted to Vanessa, like very attracted to Vanessa. And that actually reminds me, one of the things that is also related to Little Mermaid is Enzo fell in love with Aria because of her singing voice. Like, I just love how she brings these little Easter eggs into the book. So yeah, Enzo is really attracted to Vanessa, like very attracted, and it's pretty much like the tension is high in the same room. It's gonna happen, but I just don't know if the cheating is gonna happen, because Enzo's like, I have never cheated, I can't cheat. Vanessa's like, that's not my thing, like, I can't do it. So we'll see. So I'm going to do a mix of the audio and reading the physical too. So on the audio book, it says I've got 8 hours left, because I do listen to it on 1.3 speed. You just have to, like, I can't do normal speed. Anyway, so it's currently 2:30. I'm going to try and do, I'm hoping, another decent chunk. What am I? 186. If I can get close to 300 pages today and have 212 left over, I'll be happy with that. I think that's doable. So we're gonna go try. Hopefully I don't crash later, because obviously I feel like crap. I will see you probably tonight with an update, or the next time I update. Guys, I just read this. It's like, Vanessa is wearing an overpriced bright pink shirt that says, in my mermaid era. I just love the little Easter eggs, like, throughout the whole thing. I just love it. So I thought I'd do an update for you. We are on chapter 40, which is 362 pages. So we've got about 50 pages left, roughly. So we are nearly there, and I am absolutely loving this so far. I have been listening to the audio a fair bit, and it is an audio book that I do recommend. The guy that does Enzo is perfect. Like, he is perfect. So I am still sick, but I'm trying to pump this one out for you guys. It definitely is, honestly, like, it could potentially be a 5-star read for me, because there is so many Easter eggs in The Little Mermaid in here, which I've briefly spoken about them to you, but every single time one comes up, it just
It's just so like, it warms my heart, but it shouldn't, because obviously Little Mermaid is like happy and a fairy tale. This is not Ariel. She's such a bad person. There is a lot of family betrayal in this, and it's on both sides. And previously when I said there might be a cheating trope, little spoiler, technically there is a cheating trope, but that cheating trope is like kind of like forbidden romance. So do with that what you will. There's not too many spicy scenes so far, like not yet, but this spice, when it is there, oh my god, like this spice is intense. So I'm gonna go ahead, I'm not gonna be finishing this today because I am going to go to bed, but hopefully tomorrow I can finish it and I'll come back when I feel a bit better. I also just want to say, like, Vanessa and Enzo, I ship them so hard. Like, they are so well suited together, and because of the forbidden romance, it just, oh my god, when something happens, I'm like, yes, they deserve that. Vanessa, she's such a sweet soul. I know she's a villain, she's a baddie. She doesn't get scared at much at all. She can stick up for herself. She's gone through so much, and seriously, like, I am getting a soft spot for her. Like, she's supposed to be the villain, but she's my favorite. I absolutely love her character. So depending how the book finishes depends on the 5-star, but I feel like it definitely is a high 4-star rating, but we'll see. Okay, so I may have just like finished this book. I ended up knuckling down finishing it. It sucked me in. It literally sucked me in. The last, I'm gonna say 150 pages or so, it was so good. The plot twists I did not see coming. There was so many. There was a couple of actually plot twists that happened. I loved the ending. I can say in a way it is a happy ever after. Obviously like villain style. But guys, this was my first 5-star read. I'm pretty sure this is my first 5-star read of 2025. We are in freaking July. We are in July. Like, what do you want me to say? Like, I got no words. I literally got no words. Anyway, this book was so good. It has so many layers. It has so many layers. I loved the Little Mermaid Easter eggs in this. I loved the incorporation. Like Aria, she was using a fork for her hair. There was so many things. There is a friend in here called, what was his name? Oh, his name was Fisher and his nickname was Gup. Like Flounder. And then there's Bastian, like Sebastian. I loved it. I absolutely loved it. And then they were Vanessa's friends. Like, they knew Aria as well, but oh my god, I just absolutely loved the little like incorporations. I know that's what she does with her books, but the fact that it's Little Mermaid, I was just like giggling, kicking. I loved it. So yes, in Hexed, there is a lot of family betrayal. There is just a lot of depth in the characters themselves. You see them get torn apart, you see them grow together, you see them work on themselves and build on themselves. But one thing I really loved with Vanessa is, even though she got torn down by the people that she loved the most and the people that she thought she could trust, she never forgot herself. Like, she is such a badass. She is such a badass. She turned the whole picture around and she came out winning in the end. This is like the first book where I actually really prefer the FMC. Vanessa, I just couldn't stop thinking about it, honestly. But in saying that, Enzo is the type of guy, if he wants you, he'll get you eventually. And once he has you, he will do absolutely anything to protect you, to love you, to do what you need, get you what you need, until you betray him. Like, until you betray him. And then forget about it. Like, forget about it. Just don't look at Enzo, don't talk to Enzo. Don't, just delete, block, you know? But it all works out in the end. It all works out in the end. So that was it for this reading vlog. I hope you guys enjoyed.
I really hope you guys enjoyed. So we have finished all 3 books. We had The Housemaid's Secret, When in Rome, and Hexed. And it was actually quite good. It was interesting, but yeah, Hexed is definitely my favorite out of this one, When in Rome next, and then The Housemaid last. The Housemaid did, like, I've been thinking about The Housemaid since, and it honestly felt really flat. It was quite a disappointment, to be honest. I'm not going to lie. It did feel disappointing. I just wish it was a bit better. Compared to the first one, it lacked a lot. It's just not the same. And I get you're not going to get the same book twice. Like, I get that. But I don't know. It just wasn't it. Anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Next week we have the July wrap-up video going up. And then we've got the August TBR the week after. So for my August TBR, I'm actually getting my partner to pick out my books for me. I'm going to get him to wrap them, and that way it's a surprise. I have no idea what I'm getting, but I'm so excited. So I hope to see you guys there, and I hope to see you guys next week. Comment down below what your favorite book is at the moment. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and I will see you guys there. Bye.